Okay, so let us go together with Ignis. I've already grown used to it already anyway. Be sure not to lose sight of me. Well, I should be fine as long as you don't suddenly start running. In that case, there is no problem. Yeah, Ignis doesn't seem like a person to just start running for no apparent reason. Like, I feel the eyes burning a hole in me. Are you feeling alright? I'm not so sure. I cannot blame you. This here is Enigma, right? You could say so. It's the second time you said something like that. I remember. A man-eating forest. That is... Greta called it so. Master did. Let's be on our way. That's the first time we've actually, like... Yeah, that's the first time we just, like... coughed up in a pub, like, in front of someone. The other time was with Morrow, and he's like, yeah, you go ahead. I know you're ill, so just, you know, don't suffer in silence. Okay, what do we have? I only have milk, bread and a milk. That's more than enough. Do you cook yourself? Yeah, that's just the daily essentials, just bread and milk. No, I usually just eat whatever is edible. All 3 times of the day? Once, if I do not forget. That is not a healthy lifestyle. I'm genuinely surprised you are still alive. It doesn't seem like you're the type to calculate your vitamins either. Does he get so engrossed into his work that he just forgets to eat, or just quite nonchalant about eating? You know... I started leading a very healthy life ever since coming to this place. I eat 3 times a day, take walks. You're not doing those things back home? At least not since quitting the army. I was eating pretty irregularly most of the time. Well, I only spent like around a month like that. Can you tell me about yourself? If you don't want to, I understand. There is nothing interesting I could tell you. Oh, but I'm already quite intrigued. Why? Well, you are a doll maker who lives inside a forest that everyone's afraid to enter. Are you intrigued? Are you sure intrigued was the right word, not unsettled or perturbed? Oh, is that how you'd feel if I was in your place? That's surprisingly normal. This forest is indeed mysterious. If you were to ask whether I like it, I would probably say no, but I cannot say I dislike it either. I feel like it's something I cannot let go of. That's exactly how you feel, Ignis? No? Okay. There is a reason why Master says the forest eats men. It does not have any colour. Does not have a colour as you saw. It sure is white, yes. I heard it was turning green lately though. The forest spent a long time gaining colour. It stole it from men and women. But what? It stole colour from people? Are we going to get an explanation for this? It has been gaining colour very quickly over the past few years. In about 10, it will probably turn completely green. And what would be the point in that? And reach Enigma. Enigma? Wasn't that the forest's name? Or it might be of that one tree he was talking about in his flashback. This world is full of things we don't understand. If I knew this earlier, I would have set on an adventure long before this. Can I get another glass of milk? You really do not ask anything. Eh? I feel like I'm asking you about everything myself. I think I mentioned it before. But you seem to be always satisfied by the surface information, both about the forest and the dolls. Yet it does not seem you lack curiosity. My answer could not possibly have satisfied you. Haha. Yeah, we still need some answers. Like, why does it need colour? I'm guessing Enigma's the tree he was talking about in the flashback with Greta. What's going to happen if it fully gains colour? All sorts of things. Also, I wonder how, like, obviously because it's gaining colour, I wonder how large it was initially on the island. We barely even talked, yet you come off like you know everything about me. Did I upset you? No, not at all. It's just that I was told something like this by someone I knew. Gonna get a bit more backstory to Chester? Yeah. He was kind to a fault, telling me about things I didn't even think of asking for. There was some that shunned him as meddlesome, yeah. But he was nothing like that. All he would ever tell me about would be things I wished to know. He wasn't the brightest guy around, but he had the air of positive energy about him, his emotions always changing like the wind. It was as though he knew me better than I did myself. He was always one step ahead of me. He was nothing like you yet. You both say the same thing. I couldn't help finding it funny. I thought you were an inexplicable man, but that does not seem to be the case after all. It seems like your emotions can reach through to me. Yay, we're getting through to him! That's interesting. Hang on, can't go back. Nope, can't go back. Damn it. Should have saved. I just thought interesting. I just thought, yeah, I'll just click that. Damn. Anyway, interesting. Do you mean that you can tell things about me if I don't say anything? Perhaps. Yay. We're doing well. That was a nice way to spend the night. So unusual for you to bring guests. I was watching up till he got inside. A colour I have never seen before. He has the hue of life that Enigma seeks, but also something else. Enviro wants that. Why are you telling me that? You were doing whatever you wished up until now. Really? So was it so up until the 28th? Wait, what? Was it so up until the 28th? We might be the same, but a part of us might be lost with each reincarnation. Oh yeah, she's up to number 28, yeah. I thought she was mentioning a date then. I was like, why are you mentioning a date? Perhaps after seeing you, Enviro was tempted to do something unlike itself as well. Your magical power has grown stronger, not as strong as in the past, but yes. It is as though you have awoken. Enviro shall have that colour. It should be a little bit more time, but it's all right. For all has been already decided. As such, I shall wait. Your time is running out. Do as you wish. Nothing will change. Whatever you do, I will. Indeed, you are correct. You are a doll maker of penance, a man more doll-like than your creations. As such, you bore me. There is nothing I can gain from you. You are no longer human. I wonder what. Why are they so cryptic? Why so cryptic? Anyway, well then, I think we shall excuse ourselves here. Thank you. Not only do you prepare me feast, but you even bring them to me now. It's all right. That aside, were you all right? What do you mean? That old man was at your house, wasn't he? We were worried he might have done something to you. They're talking about Ignis. I mean, Sis was worried. Yeah, he only came to talk. I suppose there is nothing to be worried about then. Is he someone I should be careful of? Not really. Sis, let's go back. Yeah. See you tomorrow, Chester. Why the silence? Why did you have to, have silence before you answer? See you tomorrow, though. It is weird that in the Ignis route, Colette is, coming to the house to eat with Chester. Versus, in the Laurel route, where it was, she didn't bother coming to, what's the word? Yeah, come eat with us. Just, more differences, I guess. He even bought me a cute present. He's a kinder person than myself, at least. Although, I guess not many can understand him here. What's happening now? This is a tale from a long time ago. It happened, 200 years ago? Perhaps even before that. There was a time I counted each and every day, when I uttered the names I have lost as though confessing my sins. Whose fault was it in the end? Or was it no one's? Without being able to tell even that much, I just stood soullessly in the pool of blood. Who's this? Who is this? What did I say to that girl plagued by loss and terror? Not kind words, that much I can remember. In truth, I believe they were sharper and more hurtful than a sword. My pain dissipated with the passage of time, along with my wish to atone. The warping of the sky later proved the fact. After all, the barrier was my own will's reflection on reality. What did I wish to save? I could feel what I thought I had lost crying deep down inside me, as if trying to prove it was still there. Who was that? Yeah, just who was that? And who was the girl that we saw? I already thought it was odd before, but why is no one taking care of this park? You'd think at least someone would fix the fence if children play here. The city office would get flooded with letters of complaint if this was the mainland. What are you doing here? Hello, Gramps. Are you friends with that man? Yeah. Oh, are you talking about Ignis? An outsider who took over the job from those madmen. Are you not planning to do the same, are you? From those madmen? Tell us more, old man. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand. Chester's gonna avoid the issue, isn't he? Though it doesn't really concern us anymore. Bye. Just gave us more questions. No answers. But madmen, eh? I wonder if one of the endings we end up fixing the park. Oh, wait. Okay, so we just journey to the cave? Sure, yeah, sure, why not? Who would have thought there would be a cave in a place like this? Alright, I think Colette mentioned this place before. It seems to be pretty bright, all things considered. I guess it's not that deep. Someone's here. You need not be afraid. I just thought to say hello, like a human. You are... Good afternoon, Chester. I am the 29th doll of Enviro. You are... a doll? Are you the one Ignis was? Yes. It appears my greeting was a success. Yeah. What are you here for? There is no one left inside this cave. Left? So there were people here? I wonder if this is just like... not like... luminous rocks. Wonder... I was just taking a walk. You gonna accept that as an excuse? He is a doll. I doubt I could tell her from a human girl. Have you heard my name from Ignis? That aside... Yes, just... brushing that off. When will you die? You don't have long, do you? I, the 29th, can hardly wait. Is there something special about my death to you? The colour grows thickest as it is about to expire, and it reaches Enviro, travelling to Enigma through us. But you possess multiple hues. Your kind is exceptionally scarce. Not unheard of, but rare. I am looking forward to the colour you shall give birth to. I want it so much I can barely contain myself, but I shall endure it. That way, the hue is more potent, or so the bride said. The bride? Can we get... Yes, Enigma's bride. Would that be Greta? Enigma's? Wasn't that the name of the forest? Yes, this forest is Enigma. The 29th can explain so that even you can understand. There is a big tree in the middle of the forest. That is the boss Enigma. The mayor? Elder? Mom? Dad? Ah. Okay. Yes, that is so. That didn't make as much sense as I would have wished to. Hey, will you answer any of my questions? Alright, no one has forbidden Enviro words. Oh, she's very cooperative this time around. Then first, what is beyond this point? A village? An underground a cave village? I'll say underground, maybe? But it's still a cave village. A village, hey? Yes, there was a tribe that protected Enigma. Even it cannot survive completely on its own. They were a family of doll makers, and the best of them made Enviro. But Ignis inherited the technique from one of the family. He is not the real thing, so he tends to produce many failures. But Enigma forgave him, for there is not much... But Enigma forgave him, for there is not much left still to colour. What happened to that village over there? It died. Died? Yes, the entire tribe was murdered. Okay. By who? Ah, except for one. One is still alive. Is it Greta? Yeah. She was close to Enigma, so it protected her. It is much harder to do at a distance. Even Enigma is not perfect. But then... Chester, I have to be on my way. Where are you going now? To Enigma. Enigma is worried about you. All I learn travels to Enigma, but it sends feelings. I have to come in contact it with it directly. Wow, I cannot read right now for some reason. As such, I shall go tell it about you now. Let's meet again, Chester. See you around, I suppose. Still not getting any decent answers.